when you and I worked together in Kansas City, you had the tightest fade I could have ever imagined. Yeah. And you had that tight fade forever, even throughout your television career. And now look at these beautiful flowing locks. So what's the decision here? Is this the fashion bird, your wife?
No, yeah. So it's all of the above. So I'll tell you the exact timeline of it. My old TV partner, Chris Carter, God love him. Shout out to CC. He's now doing stuff with Stephen A on Mondays. Happy to see that. His wife, when he and I first started working together, do you remember, like, they were very popular 5-6 years ago, these different apps, and it was like, hey, this is how you look when you're 100 years old, and this is how you, those things. And it's all, I'm sure, just so they can, biometrically steal our information, and we're all screwed. But I have a fish, too many fish in the sea theory. Whenever I hear one of those, like, oh, Target lost everyone's info, I'm like, okay, well, at least it's everyone. Like, if you're like, all right, well, if you have everyone's social, then you kind of have no one's. If you tell me, like, they took like 18 people and you're one of them, I'm like, oh, ruined. But when it's everyone, I'm like, yeah, who cares? So his wife did a face app thing of me with long hair, and they were like, you look like a European soccer player. You look unbelievable. You got to do it. And he was adamant I should do it. And around the time he and I were going to stop working together, I was like, all right, I'll try it. I'll start growing it out. So I started growing it out in late 2019. But again, I had a skin fade that I got. I got my haircut twice a week for 20 years since I was 14 years old. And then I started growing it out. And the first few months of that, the hair looks terrible. And then the pandemic hit, and I just didn't get a haircut for a year. And so once that happened, I was just like, screw it. Let's just see how long I can take it. And then a weird thing happened. I started getting, like, almost nothing said about me on the internet bothers me. I ignore most of it, and most of it I'm kind of immune to. But a lot of people started accusing me of, like, wearing a wig or getting hair implants or it being fake. And so I got super pissed. Like, I don't know why. Like, there's two things said about me on the internet that are lies that actually bother me. One is people think I'm super short. And, like, every time I meet someone, one of the first things they say is like, whoa, you're tall. And I'm like, I'm sitting all day. Why do people just assume I give, like, a short man's takes, I guess? And the other one is they think my fucking hair's fake. And it bothers me. And I'm like, look at the old videos. You can see where my hairline is. You can see that I have hair. And so now it's just like a big F you. And here's the thing. My wife, who wanted me to do it, doesn't like it anymore. She wants me to go back to the shaved head.
Plot twist.
She wants me to go back to the shave. She's sick of it now. She wants me to go back to the shaved head. I'm also a little edgier with the shaved head, a little tougher. So I keep trying to get Wilds and Brew, one of them, to make a shave your head bet on the air, but they won't do it. It's a bet I want to lose because I just want the ability to shave my head again. But yeah, everybody thinks these luscious, gorgeous locks are fake, which I guess is what they're saying. Either my old haircut was so unattractive, I would have only done it out of necessity, or this hair is so gorgeous, if I could have always had it, I would have kept it forever. But that's the story, Damon.
We've seen all the intermediary stages of you growing out your hair.
That's what I said. That's what I didn't understand. I was on TV every day. You saw it growing. The idea that I just showed up one day all of a sudden like it was like it was implants doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's not like Jimmy Butler's emo phase at Media Day. It was like, this would be like the longest con of all time if you had a day-by-day wig.
That is correct.